Just when you thought the government didn't have enough control over your lives, locking you down for a year and a half, telling you which boiler to buy, which car to drive, when to go on holiday, and how much meat goes on your plate, the latest assault is on your mind. The so-called online safety bill seeks to criminalise any materials shared on the internet which may offend others, which is a hellishly dystopian idea that offends me mightily. The censorship of the population has been a growing cancer for years now, with woke institutions and corporations clamping down on free speech. But now, control of what you think and say will be at the discretion of Her Majesty's government and a meat-headed cop in a control room deciding whether your tweet is a joke, fair comment or hate. I didn't realise that all of the other crimes had stopped in this country. I didn't realise that burglaries, sexual assaults, knife crime and antisocial behaviour had been eradicated. Forgive me, I didn't get the memo. Censorship is everywhere and soon it will be law. Universities are deplatforming guest speakers whose views may expose students to uncomfortable truths or give them a different perspective. Surely the very point of university. Book publishers are hiring sensitivity readers, professionally woke editors whose job it is to read manuscripts of books, to find troubling passages and have them removed. Isn't the best bit of any book the troubling passage? As an economic liberal, I believe in fewer taxes, not more. As a political liberal, I believe in less government, not more. And as a social liberal, I believe in less law, not more. Are you telling me that our courts and our judicial system aren't already clogged up with far more pressing cases like murder and drug crime, rather than a comedian that's written a close-to-the-knuckle joke or a journalist with a lively and provocative take on the big news story of the day? I think all of these hate laws have to go. If someone stalks you, harasses you, threatens violence or, God forbid, attacks you for who you are or what you've said, we have laws in place to make sure that those people are apprehended and, in serious cases, locked up, and rightly so. But this online safety bill is anything but safe. It's dangerous because it threatens the values and freedom which are embedded in the DNA of this country. And who the hell decides what is offensive or harmful? Are Les Dawson's comedy routines about his mother-in-law harmful? What about Rod Stewart? Is "Do You Think I'm Sexy" harmful? What about all of those voluptuous Renaissance paintings with the model spilling out of her dress? Are they harmful? Perhaps it's time to put Michelangelo into the dock. Britain's great success throughout its history has been its openness, its creativity, its inclusivity and its freedom. A nation of shopkeepers and entrepreneurs, Britain has always been a free market economy, supercharged in the 1980s by Margaret Thatcher's economic revolution. It's been a haven for the borderline pornographic genius of D.H. Lawrence, the horrifically entertaining murder scenes in Shakespeare, the delicious unapologetic sexism of the Rolling Stones and the revolutionary zeal of the Sex Pistols. The woke takeover of our institutions, universities, the media and big corporations means that people, tragically, are already self-censoring. And we're currently losing the fight to preserve what this country is all about. People in the workplace, for example, are keeping quiet about their views on lockdowns, on the COVID vaccine, on Brexit or on Boris, all for fear of criticism, attack or even the fear of losing their job. Well, this self-censorship is about to become law. We stopped being physically free months ago with lockdowns, living at times in a police state, and we still face the horrific threat of COVID vaccine passports, medical apartheid, basically. With this legislation, it's another nail in the coffin for freedom. No one's got a right not to be offended. I'm a national television broadcaster, and I get plenty of attention online. Almost all positive, I'm grateful to say, but occasionally negative too. It goes with the job. I was called a Tory twat online recently. Well, two things. Firstly, I'm not a Tory. And secondly, whether I'm a twat or not is the judgment of you, my amazing audience. I get called a numpty, an idiot, dangerous, heartless, hypocritical, stupid and wrong. I get lanky fool, dickhead, plank, loser and waste of space. And my personal favourite, a recent one, curly comb over. It's all real, I promise. And each and every one of those individuals is entitled to their view. And they're entitled to say those things. Because I'm on the box every night, ranting and raving, sharing my views. Why shouldn't you have yours? I'm in the public eye, and you have to accept the gig and take the rough with the smooth. It's just simply a digital version of what people used to write on the walls of a public lavatory. Now, delightfully, most of those people who make these remarks about me and about the show are responding to the show because they're watching. And it's great to have them on board. It's a broad church, this programme. You disagreeing with me is healthy. It's what I want. I love it. Serious harassment and physical threats are a no-go. But above and beyond that, it should be all right to say what the hell you want in this supposedly free country. No one's got a right not to be offended. And if you do think that you've got a right to be offended and you want to send someone innocent to the tower for expressing a different view, you can bog off. I do hope that wasn't triggering.